Good morning from beautiful Dresden city in Saxony, Germany. Today we are leaving the capital of the state and we are heading out into the nature to a place called Saxony, Switzerland, which is an incredible rock formation of landscape and also a national park. And I think it is going to be really cool. So this is the beginning of the second part of our Travel Dudes vlog series exploring Saxony, Germany. So our first stop in Saxon Switzerland is the Koenigstein Castle, which is the King's Rock Castle. And this is just outside of Dresden by about 45 minutes. And it is impressive. Dating back some of the buildings to about the 12th century, this has been used by countless kings of the Saxon Empire, as well as one day being a prison. And the views are absolutely incredible. So the Koenigstein Castle is quite the complex. This place can house, like, I don't know, probably up to a couple hundred people. And back in the day when it was used fully, they had soldiers and their families, they had prisoners of war, they had a little hospital here, a clinic, they had a church on the location, as well as, of course, houses for everybody to live. So quite interesting. I bet they had gardens and probably livestock, and they've got a well, which apparently is one of the second deepest in all of Europe to get the water up here. And this was never conquered, this castle, and since the 12th century, never once. And that is it for the Koenigstein Castle. It is time now to head further into Saxony Switzerland National Park. We're going to explore a bit more of the area and try and find some nice views for some photo spots to shoot sunset. We have just made it to Saxony, Switzerland, and the heart of the national park, in this amazing limestone rock formation structure area that has been really well photographed and well documented. And I am about an hour before sunset, so it's time to explore a little bit with you guys and try and get some really nice sunset shots. First day in Saxon Switzerland is done. What a nice sunset, really chill, not a lot of wind, pretty calm, and great views. So we are still here all day tomorrow, day number 2, exploring the national park and the whole area, and that starts right now. Good morning from Saxony, Germany. It is about 5 a.m. and the sun is about to rise over there. Check this place out. This is the Saxony Switzerland National Park, and it is time to get some shooting done. Fast forward a few hours and I am in the town of Bad Schandau. We left the main area of Saxon Switzerland National Park, which is called Bastei, and we've moved probably about 20 kilometers down the valley of the Elbe River, and we're meeting a local guide who's going to take us hiking through the forest. So tell me, where are we going today?
We are going to the most stunning views we got in Saxon Switzerland. So we are going to Schrammstein Aussicht, which sounds pretty hard, but it's really perfect. We are here in the National Park of Saxon Switzerland, and I just wanted to give you a short overview where we are right now. So this is all the landscape protection area, which would be 542 square kilometers. And we are gonna walk today. We started in Bad Schandau and we went back up to Ostrau, which is right here. And now we will get into all the national park area to Schrammstein.
Saxon Switzerland National Park can easily be reached from Prague or from Dresden City and is a really nice escape into nature. If you want to take a day trip or even a half-day tour, there's buses, or you can arrange a guided trip, but either way it's easy to access from both of those major cities in Europe.
We are right in the middle of the National Park of Saxon Switzerland. I can see the National Park of Saxon Bohemian Switzerland, which is Germany's only border crossing national park. And you can see the little peak up there on the fields. And behind that you see the Elbe Canyon crossing its way to Czech Republic. And it's really a canyon. You could paddle down there back to Bad Schandau, and which would be like 2-hour paddle tour. And it's, yeah, the Elbe just
We are back down from the sandstone peaks of Saxon Switzerland National Park. It is an absolutely beautiful day today. It's 30 degrees on the banks of the Elbe River, and this afternoon we are heading about 2 hours northeast to the border with Poland, where there is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and we are going to be doing a bike tour through it. So here we go.
But you don't need it.
So fast forward 2 hours and we are a stone's throw from the Polish border in a beautiful, beautiful parkland called Muskau Park. And this is actually shared with Poland and Germany. So it's sort of a joint project. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a marvel of like landscape architecture. It's time to get some bikes and check it out. So we are on another bridge just outside of the park area. It's right on sort of the borderland, and it's fitting because this borders Poland on that side and Germany on that side. Now this bridge was rebuilt in 2011 because it had been destroyed in World War II by the Germans to stop the Russians from advancing towards Berlin. And this whole area, this borderland in the river and these hills between Saxony and current-day Poland was a hotspot for fighting in the later years of the war. So really quite an interesting piece of history that I wasn't really expecting. And it takes almost 70 years to rebuild this bridge. But here we are, lucky today in this part of Saxony to be able to enjoy the peace and the nature once again. And our bike tour has come to an end here at Muskau Park, right on the Polish border. Very, very cool way to end the second day of the second video here exploring Saxony in East Germany. And yeah, I mean, look at that. It doesn't get much better than that. Now day 3, tomorrow, we're going to a little town in the forest with a really, really famous bridge, especially famous on Instagram. And I think it's going to be really good for photography. And it's a nice day trip from Dresden. So let's go check it out. Good morning from day number 3 of the Travel Dudes vlog in Saxony, Germany. Today we are in a forest and we're going to a Rockouts Bridge, which is a really famous Instagram bridge, and I think you're going to recognize it as soon as we get there. And then we're off to Gorlitz, which is a beautiful city in Saxony, university town, and really looking forward to exploring that. So we have left the stone bridge and made it to Gorlitz, which is a very beautiful town right in eastern Saxony on the border with Poland, just like the park we were at yesterday. And it's time to meet somebody from the tourist office who's going to show us around a little bit.
Gorlitz is a really special place because it hasn't been destroyed in World War II and has a lot of historic buildings to explore and to experience. It's like traveling through 500 years of time, through 500 years of European architecture.
That was a very cool walk down Hollywood Lane with the Grand Budapest Hotel. I actually really like that movie. I like most of Wes Anderson's movies, so that was kind of cool. And now we are going to an ancient library, which was once a society for science, and some of the guys back in the 18th century collected a whole bunch of books on anthropology and the natural world and history and philosophy. And yeah, they had a society here, and we're going to see the building where that was hosted. And those books are from over 900 years old. They have their oldest copies from the 11th century. So that is very, very cool, and it's time to go and check that out. It's also cool that they survived World War II and World War I. The road continues. We are going to explore more of Saxony this afternoon. It is another perfect summer day here. And yeah, I wanted to mention earlier, I forgot about it. Dresden is sort of the hub of Saxony, it's the capital. And to get anywhere from Dresden in the state is only about an hour train ride away. So there's many, many opportunities for day trips, and Gorlitz is one of them. We are now in Bautzen, and it is like sort of late evening, and this is another like stunning historic town, Middle Ages, over 1,000 years old. So we met up with a local tour guide, Jens, and he's going to show us around. So Bautzen is the capital of the Sorbian people, which actually used to live here long before Germany was ever a country. There during the Saxon Empire times.
The Sorbs are a Western Slavic minority, like also the Polish people or Czech or in Slovakia. From where they came, no one wrote it down, but they live here about 1,500 years, and the language and the customs are still alive.
That's it for Jens and our city tour of Bautzen. Very, very cool. He had a lot of really good information. Now we are going to a local traditional restaurant to have a Sorbian dinner. And I've just finished the traditional Sorbian dinner here in Bautzen. It was delicious and a perfect way to end the last day of the second part of our Travel Dudes vlog series exploring Saxony, Germany. So I hope you've enjoyed these videos. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to Travel Dudes for more videos throughout Europe all this summer and into next year. And if you have any questions about Saxony or any of the regions we visited in the last 6 days over the last 2 videos, be sure to leave them in the comments or send us a message and we'll try to get back to you with some more information. But big shout out to all the partners that were a part of this campaign and experience. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.